You can introduce the show actually if you want.
Hey guys, welcome back to the pod. My name's Max, this over here is Ed, and we're accompanied by Josh. He's joining us for this episode of the pod today, actually.
So guys, you'll be a part of this.
Yeah, exactly. We're here with Chess.
What's the name of the pod?
Oh god, here we
Chess
go.
with Josh.
Chess with Josh.
With Ed
et
and
al.
Max.
With Ed and Max, yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, welcome back.
Thanks for having me on the podcast.
Yeah, exactly. No, that's
no
all
worries,
good. That's
no
all
worries.
good.
It's an honour to have you. Looking forward to an exciting competitive hour of chess, guys.
Yeah, exactly.
Absolutely.
It's gonna be good.
Let's swap quickly.
Yeah, of course.
And then we'll swap again. And so we're gonna be hi, welcome to the Chess with Josh podcast. We're gonna be doing a lot of that today. We're gonna be swapping. Ed, you're known as a tall man.
Yep, pretty tall.
As a chill guy, could you please tell us a little bit about yourself?
What to say? Look, pretty chill, I think.
Pretty tall as well, would you
Pretty
say?
tall, probably. Yeah, about 6'5" actually. So, read a lot of feminist literature.
Yeah.
No, just yeah.
That's true. He actually borrowed one of mine.
Yeah,
so I can
exactly.
confirm that.
No, yeah. Pretty, yeah, I don't know what to say actually.
What do you study? What do you...
Not currently, but I am next year.
Nice.
Yeah.
What are you studying?
I'm going to do, what's it called? Like sports media type thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah.
Cool.
I was
MBA?
doing arts. Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
Doing arts, but I don't think the career prospects are looking too good for that.
Yeah. Don't tell me that.
Yeah. So yeah, just kind of going through the motions.
Epic. And you have a history of chess?
A brief, I'd say 2, maybe 3 month period in year 11. Was big on the chess.com. I think I got to like a rating of, I don't know, 1,000, which isn't very good, but
Oh my god.
yeah.
It's going to be a challenge.
Actually, what, 1,000? What does it go up to?
As high as you want. No,
I
it goes
think-
up 2,500.
Okay, I wasn't 1,000. I was like maybe 500. I'd have to look, but it wasn't very high.
Mm.
So yeah, excited.
That's very cool.
Excited
Yeah,
hone my
excited
skills again.
for the pod.
Yeah, very
Yeah,
excited.
cool. Awesome. Well, is there anything else you'd want to introduce yourself as before we hand over to Max?
Big Hawks fan. I mean, rep it. Got to rep.
They're doing well.
They're doing well. Yeah.
Well.
We're playing Gold Coast on Thursday. I think
Gonna smash.
we're probably going to lose, but I'm holding out hope. Oh yeah, I'm all good.
Awesome. Max, do you want to pop into the chair with Ed? Well, I mean, not with Ed, but Ed's chair.
Hop on your lap, what do you reckon?
I'm just setting that timer that I told you about.
Oh yeah,
Because
the
I
18
forgot
minutes.
to set that already.
Okay.
So, welcome to the Chess with Josh podcast. Max, how you
Thank
going?
you for having me. I'm good. Look, I'm not gonna lie. This chessboard is like so intimidating.
Yeah.
I mean, as we talked about before, chess is not one of my biggest strengths. So, but look, I'm gonna leave it all out on the pitch today.
Yeah.
And
Have you got some questions ready?
I've got no questions at all. So,
But you strike me as a curious guy.
I mean, yeah. Look, some questions do fly around here and there. I'm not gonna lie.
True.
But yeah, look, just we'll see what happens. I think, yeah.
Tell us a bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name's
You're known
Max.
as a tall fellow,
a tall fellow.
as a
Hey,
chill guy.
Look, I guess those are some descriptors which do kind of fit with me, except maybe not in the presence of
Ed
someone
is
who's both
towered over
taller
us both.
and chiller than me.
Oh, the
as
cool
well.
part of this podcast, we're all ginger. That's fun.
Exactly.
Yeah.
True. Yeah.
species have got to unite.
Yeah, I feel like that should be every episode from now on.
Yeah. No. Exactly.
Also, you and I have bonded a lot over our love of Kid Cudi and Travis
Oh
Scott.
yeah, of course. I mean, look, like I am a massive fan of those. I know you're a massive fan as well. So yeah, it's good that we've got that kind of like that connection. When
Yeah, it's good that we have that pre-existing.
Yeah,
Tell
exactly.
us, what do you study something to do with like engineering and mechanics, right?
So I study mechanical engineering at Melbourne. Look, it's quite interesting, quite difficult as well. I mean, like as you'd imagine, but yeah, no, like I got a good like group of friends kind of around me as well. So it's just like
Nice.
it's so helpful to push through. So
Epic.
yeah,
Epic. All right.
so we're gonna go to the coin flipping.
Yeah,
thing.
this is what we've all been waiting for, is the coin flip. So let's flip this coin. How does it work, Ed?
So we'll flip it, and then we'll go 3, 2, 1, and we call the side, I'm gonna keep going, and we'll just do it, and then we'll go from there.
Yeah.
So you, Max, you go 3, 2, 1, and then we'll call.
All right. All right. 3, 2, 1.
Tails. And it was?
And oh shit, that's tails.
It's tails. So Max is definitely in the first
So I'm
round. Is
yeah,
that what?
yeah.
Yeah.
And
I
then
think so.
We need to verse now.
Okay. How about you guys just?
What if we call the same thing?
We'll just do another one.
All right.
Oh, why don't you just say it before?
And do I have to? I flip it and then I have to go like that.
Oh yeah, one of
That's
us will just say it.
yeah,
one of
no,
us
that's
just
what I
goes,
mean. Yeah,
makes
one of you
sense.
guys call it.
And
Okay.
you can call. That's your like.
Yeah, that's rough. If I call, you should toss.
Okay.
All right, here we go. Heads.
Good flip.
It was tails.
Damn.
Tails.
Hop in.
All right.
All right. For the first time ever, Chess with Josh podcast with not Josh.
Oh.
Let's go.
Hold on, I might quickly. I think we'll switch the glasses here.
Okay, we
Yeah.
don't know.
Cross contaminate.
Exactly.
That'd be bad.
As much as I love you, I'm not trying to.
And I'm just gonna raise this for you so you can
Yeah, thank you.
have your Is that pretty good?
Yeah, I think that's not bad.
It's
That's
not
good.
blocking your view too much.
No, I might have
This
to
you
like.
can- oh yeah, you can always like move it back.
Yeah. Okay, cool.
Maneuver it and stuff.
All right, we're chilling.
Cool. All right, boys. Time is there. Should be ready to go. You know the rules of the pod.
Let's refresh.
Yeah,
Alright, so
may
the
need
rules
it.
of the pod is it's a game of chess, 10 minutes each side. But when you play chess, you don't really want to talk, so you ask your opponents questions. They have to answer you within the first 5 seconds of you asking. Like they can't delay to try and keep thinking about their move,
Oh.
and they have to answer as deeply as you want them to. Like if you don't think that it's been, you know, like if they just give a yes or a no response, and you're like, no, that was a question about the story of your life or something. You know what I mean? It's like they need to give more until.
Oh, so you're trying to throw them off.
Yeah, and once they've made their move, they can, you know, they have the conversation power to start asking you questions, etc.
Oh,
Okay.
okay. So how it works is like, just say, I'll make a move,
Yeah.
and then I'll say Ed, like, well, I hit that, and then I'll say, okay, Ed, tell me about how you got the job at Mariner, or something like that.
Okay.
And then, before Ed can make his move, he has to answer it completely, or
Well, he can make a move and answer it at the same time, but it's going to take his brain power.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh, so it kind of like, not only am I already shit, but I also won't be able to think about how shit my move is.
Do I? Because Max is going first.
Yes.
Will I ask him the first question?
I guess you'll probably just figure it out. As
Okay.
you go.
Yeah.
Like it'll feel right.
Sounds good.
So I have to answer the question and then I make the move.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah. Yeah. Pretty much.
So do the games ever get finished?
Yeah. There's been some finished games.
Okay. I don't know if I was gonna get finished.
Look, hey, either
I
or.
think-
At some stage, you're gonna get finished. I'm just gonna. I can tell you that right now.
All right. So whenever you're ready, I guess Ed, you would press your side to start Max's.
Oh, okay.
timer.
And then I ask a question.
And then yeah.
All right.
Shit, we got no questions prepared
Well,
as well.
the first move can happen without questions.
Okay.
Just feel it out. See
Okay.
what happens.
Yeah,
Alright.
yeah.
Okay. Bang. Your turn.
Oh, okay. Here we go.
Oh, perfect. And then you hit the thing.
Press your tongue.
So yeah. Do I have to ask the question now?
You can do whatever you want.
Okay.
You gotta win the
Okay.
game.
yeah, sure.
Max, how many caps do you have?
How many caps?
Yeah, because you got that cap.
Oh shit. Okay. Here we go. I think I got 3.
Really?
I mean, yeah. I mean, like that took a lot longer to answer. I
have 3
reckon.
caps. So
But I've got like this Nike one here.
classic one.
I've also got a Mercedes F1 hat.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Oh, I've
like a
seen that one, yeah.
Massive fan.
It's also black, isn't it?
Black as well.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's kind of like similar vibe. If I want to change it up, I'll just like chuck that on.
Fair enough.
And then I've also got the Hawthorn one as well.
Oh, yeah. Yep.
Should have brought that today. That's actually such a banger of a cat. I got complimented the other day as well.
Yeah, no, you did.
At the thing, yeah.
Those old
At
people
the
loved
footy. Yeah. Okay. Wait, did I?
No,
make
you
a
need to
move?
go.
Oh, now I need to move.
Yeah,
Okay,
you need
here
to
we
move.
go. Okay, Ed. How many hoodies do you have? Because I look just quick
The
elaborate.
collection. I had a like. If I answer the question and move, do I answer the question?
You can answer. If you finished your turn, you're free to do whatever you want. You should probably still answer the question.
I'll answer the question.
but then-
Okay. You just.
Well,
I've got
then
this
it's-
one and my Kendrick hoodie. They're the 2 main ones in rotation.
Yeah.
The collection is like mounted and lessened over time. I had a nice Homie, the Homie brand. It's for like it supports homeless people. I think that my mum got me. It's a pretty lit hoodie. Oh, but yeah, there's two big ones right now. Yeah,
I do see that one quite often.
that's a good one.
Yep.
Wait, would you ask me another question? It doesn't matter.
I think it's your turn to ask me a question now.
Okay, Max. With you're a big shoes guy. I don't see him that many shoes.
I'm banning clothes questions.
Yeah, that's Luke. I'm not gonna lie. When I asked the hoodie question, I was like, I know this is the last question.
Okay, wait, I'll ask another question. Whose turn is it? Max's.
It's your turn to ask a question, but it's my turn to actually move.
Fuck.
And look, I'm not gonna lie.
Time is ticking.
Time is ticking, and we're gonna make sure that this game keeps moving.
Yeah.
Ed, what's the most under the pump you've ever felt?
I don't know. I'm not really under the pump much.
It's just too chill.
Chill guy.
Yeah,
It's
I don't know.
chill.
It'd probably be a sport thing, but I haven't played competitive sport in a minute since like school. Probably a sport thing at some point, I reckon.
Have you made a move or?
I did that.
Okay, yeah.
I think so.
Dude, we're doing such shit moves.
Okay,
just,
Max.
Like, right out the block. Yeah.
What's your favorite game?
Favorite game at the
Yeah.
moment? Okay, so I just got this new game called Assetto Corsa.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how to say it. Competition or something like that.
Ooh.
Shit. It's like a sim racing game. Look, it's quite fun. I got that the other day. I've got the steering wheel as well. Look, it definitely tests your skill because I'm very used to Gran Turismo, and I know that Josh does play it or has. Do you still play it?
No, my dad does.
Oh, okay, yeah. Dude, it's such a banger of a game. And yeah, no, compared to like this new game, like it's like another level. It's crazy. Like the amount of times I was spinning out and stuff is like absolutely insane.
So it's harder.
It's a lot harder.
Okay.
Yeah, it's definitely a lot harder. Shit, dude, I'm running out of time right here. Crap. Holy. Okay, we'll do that. Okay, Ed. You said you used to play sport back in school. What sports did you play?
I played. The summer sport I played was basketball.
Yeah.
Obviously, played that, and before school I played that too with like club. That's good, and I played hockey during the winter. No, I wasn't very good at hockey. Yeah, it's kind of hard sport, that one, to master.
Yeah.
I don't know. Ice hockey, I'd love to get into ice hockey, but it's not very cold down here in Melbourne.
Yeah, I guess you don't really play it down here.
But I watched the the Tooth Fairy movie with The Rock.
Oh,
I just he's like hits the people into the walls and stuff.
Yeah.
That's a great one. So I think I'd love to see an ice hockey game.
Yeah.
And if I could be really good at any sport, probably that or like basketball.
Yeah, that's fair.
But yeah, they're two of them. Okay, Max. What's like dream vacation area?
Dream vacation area.
Yeah.
Oh god, here we go. Look, I remember back when I was in year 6, I went to Koh Samui. That was like a banger. It was in Thailand. It's like one of the islands inside the I think it's called the Gulf, maybe. I think that's what it's called, like the Gulf of Thailand.
Yeah.
Dude, I've never been happier. It had like the place we went to like a resort, had like a private beach.
Nice.
Yeah, they had like the bar right by the beach as well. So like obviously I can't really drink, but I was just drinks kept coming and coming and coming, and they had like pizza and all that, dude. It was so fire. They had like the beach,
yeah.
they had the pool. Literally, I think that's like top 1 vacation I've ever
But
been
yeah,
on.
that sounds lit.
Yeah, it's great. It's great. Okay, now I have to actually make a move. God, this is so. That could be quite shocking. I mean, it doesn't help when you haven't played this game before. Oh well, I have played it, but it looked quite horrific. So what stopped you from becoming pro in basketball?
A lot of factors, I reckon. Probably I wasn't that good. That's probably the big one, I'd say. The skill. I don't know.
I mean, the height definitely helped, didn't
The height definitely helps, but if I would to become pro, I'd have to be like one of the quick people and one of like the fast people, and I'm not very quick or fast.
Yeah. I mean, I know that when we play netball, like you are, I guess, the cornerstone. Is that what it's called? The cornerstone of the team.
I mean, yeah, I guess. But again, I'm not very quick and fast, and I'd have to be quick and fast if I was going to be like a professional basketball player.
Yeah.
So unless I went to like some insane training camp where I locked in for like months, I don't think it would happen very well. I'm just going to do that.
God, do you even know what you did just then?
No. Okay, Max, what's like, if you could live in any like fantasy world or like fictional world, which world would it be?
Look, I mean, the first thing that comes to mind is like, obviously, it's like not something I'd pick. I reckon like the Hunger Games world.
Wow.
But look, I said I'm not going to pick that.
Yeah.
Because that's just like the first thing that comes to mind. You know what I mean? Like, that would be so shit. But fantasy world, oh, God. I mean, look, I don't really watch too many fantasy movies, to be honest. So.
Just like any world.
Mate. Haven't seen it. Harry Potter.
Yeah, you told me that the other day, and I was pretty
that's
heartbroken.
Definitely something which I haven't seen.
You should watch that.
Except the thing is though, is that like that means like magic's possible in there, and like you can kind of learn.
Would you be a muggle or what's it called? A wizard?
I mean, like I haven't seen it, but I reckon.
Oh, you don't even know what I'm talking about.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I mean.
So you'd be in the Harry Potter world, but you'd still be a muggle.
Well, he'd be in the world.
What's a muggle?
Yeah, the boring person.
Oh no.
Yeah, like
I'll be a wizard.
no magic.
Oh, muggle? No, that's bullshit. I'll definitely be a wizard. Because I mean, like that's the reason I'm going there in the first place.
That's a good point. That's a good point.
All right, let's do something shit here as well. That's so crap. I'm not doing that. I just know that Josh is looking on, just like, what the fuck is this game right now?
Chess is in all shapes and sizes, you know.
Yeah.
Comes how it comes.
So what started your, I guess, chess phase back in school?
I just remember it was really big on like YouTube and just like the internet, I guess.
Yeah.
Chess.com just became really big, and everyone kind of played chess in school, like at lunch or during class. You'd play chess, or like the break period we had.
Yeah.
You played chess.
But only for like 2 months. Like
Yeah, I mean, people stuck around with it. I kind of, I guess, followed the trend. I wasn't amazing, but I wasn't horrible. I was more bad than good, but
yeah.
I was pretty fun. I remember playing like my parents a couple of times, but they obviously have jobs, so they're not that good at chess.
Yeah.
But
you're not like one of those unemployed players or something like that.
Exactly. No, it was a fun little chess vibe for like 2 months.
Yeah. Look, I'm just gonna say, like, I'm so sorry to be doing this to you.
Oh fuck.
Yeah.
I'm completely lost, man.
Do you have a question?
Do I have a question? What's your favorite animal?
Favorite animal?
Yeah.
Look, I don't know actually. I always kind of like zebras.
Really?
Just like they're just
That's
so
an
like
interesting
tiny.
animal to
I don't
have.
know.
Okay,
but
wait.
yeah, like-
do you think zebras are black with white stripes or white with black stripes?
They should make podcast equipment more expensive. Yeah, no, I think I don't even know, to be honest. I'd say white with black stripes, to be honest. But
Fair enough.
yeah. Okay, yeah, your move.
Oh shit. I don't even know what I'm doing. Like, I'm just moving pieces to move pieces at this point.
Yeah, no, that's what I was doing. Whoa.
Do you have like any books you want to read, Max? If you could read one book.
Okay, look, so I know I mentioned Hunger Games before.
Yeah.
That's definitely, I guess, the game I'd want to... Book. That's definitely the book I'd want to read the most. I have been planning on getting it, except I just haven't come around to it. Because it's the one with Hey Mitch and all that. I remember reading in the first... I think it was like the first book or the second book. Where, I guess it kind of cuts away to Katniss explaining how Haymitch won. And for some reason, I think it's, just like from memory, someone threw like the hatchet over a cliff and it came back up and hit them or something like that. Sorry about spoilers in case anyone was actually planning on reading it.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, that's always kind of stuck with me. And I guess the volcano and all that. So I do remember a lot from what was told. Mm-hmm. Which is why I'm very curious about this book, which is why I really want to get it, except I just haven't come around to it, I reckon.
Yeah, no, it's a good book.
Very good book. But I know you've read the book.
I read the newest one. I haven't read the other ones.
What is just like your general review on it?
It was good. It was good.
So that's the timer. And this is recording it. Just turn the timer off, yeah.
I paused this timer.
Oh, yeah, sure.
Just chill.
It's still recording. Keep going.
Oh, okay.
Life's good. I'm just moving the lighting.
Okay, cool.
What was I saying? Oh yeah, the book was good. It was alright. I mean, you should definitely give it a read. It was pretty solid.
Yep.
I'd give it like a solid 8, maybe 7.5.
Solid type shit.
But it wasn't the worst thing I've ever read.
Yeah,
But I
yeah.
haven't read that much. But yeah. I'm gonna ask another question.
I feel like this is getting harder than chess. Is thinking of like,
Yeah.
I
I'll
guess,
think
the
of
questions.
if you could I don't know, assassinate one person, who would you assassinate?
That's. Well, I'm just surprised that someone hasn't already done it. To be honest,
Ooh.
I mean, we'll just throw that out into the world. No elaboration needed. All right, let's have a look. I mean, this page. But I'm not going to explain it.
You're already winning too because you haven't taken anything.
Yeah, look, I'm going to start making some moves.
Make some money moves.
So what do you read, Ed? Then, because you read the book.
Most recent thing I'm reading is the Red Rising series. I haven't read it in like a week and a half, but
Yep.
that's the current thing I am reading, and it's pretty good. There's like 6 books I think, and I've read 2.
Yep. Do you usually read books or?
I only started like this year, because last year at one point I like stayed up the entire night, and then at 8 a.m. I was like, what do I do? So I started
Yep.
reading Harry Potter, like the 4th one.
Oh, okay, yeah.
For some reason, I didn't go to bed. I just read a book. But it was kind of lit. Pretty good books. Hot take.
I feel like it'd be like quite vibey, yeah.
Can't do that. I just don't know where to go.
Yeah, no, I'm definitely falling in that trap as well.
Like, let's do that. Josh, this whole talking about playing chess thing, it's rough.
Dude, it makes it so hard, doesn't it? Like, oh my god.
What's that there?
God,
2
like,
minutes,
what can I even
2.5 minutes
do?
left. I'm cooked.
Is that a smart decision?
Okay, wait, I gotta think of something.
Look, I might go on the offensive here and throw a spanner in the works.
Throw a spanner in the works.
Oh,
Spanner
shit.
isn't. Well, you can't. I guess you can go for that piece.
By the way, you guys have been so polite. There doesn't have to be like turns in the questions. Like it's not like a one. Like if it's on their go, you can just keep asking the questions until it gets off there.
Oh,
Oh,
shit.
okay.
Okay, yeah,
You
yeah,
don't
yeah.
have to be so nice.
Well, so Ed, before you throw in a question there, actually, no, you can think of a question. Go for it.
No, it's your turn to ask me a question.
Is it my turn to ask him a question?
Yes. What's this? No, I don't know. More time.
Yeah, that's my in-app reminder. Just tell it 15 minutes.
15 minutes.
Okay, cool.
I'm so good.
Well, you're about to run out of time as well.
Yeah.
So when you play chess, does it usually include like a chess clock and all that, or
Yeah.
yeah, more in depth?
On chess.com, it's like automatic, so you don't have to like do stuff.
Oh, okay. So there is like a chess clock involved.
Yeah. But normally, I don't know. I've just been too focused on the bloody questions. I'm just not locked in.
Wait, hold on. I think
Like,
I've got
what
a-
even is this lineup I've got here?
Dude, this could be.
I'm so lost. I'm actually so gonna lose.
That could be.
I'm cooked.
Move of all time. Dude, you can tell like at this stage we're just like so locked in now.
Max, what's the worst way you'd have to die? To die if you were gonna die?
If
Or
I was
at
gonna
least,
die, what's the-
yeah.
Okay. I mean, like definitely like you could just go the easy route and just say like being tortured or something like that. Except
Yeah,
that
but
that's like
pretty general.
that's
you
a
know,
bit bullshit. I mean, like because you'd always you'd always kind of want that. Well, not want that,
You
but
don't
you
wanna
choose
want that.
that. Yeah, you don't want that. I guess.
Torture is like saying sport.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You
exactly.
have many different things.
Yeah. Oh god, I don't know. I mean, like the worst way to die, I reckon, definitely has to be like slowly, because
Okay.
obviously.
Still pretty broad, but
But it'd be something which I feel like I'm losing hope.
yeah. Okay,
You know
that's
what I
that's a
mean?
good
It's
answer.
something where I
actually.
can like kind of look into the distance in the future or something like that, and I'll just be like, yeah, I know I'm gonna die, because I've got like a disease or some shit. Like, I mean, like, I guess you could just say like cancer and they'll say like, oh, you've got 2 years to live. You don't exactly know when you're going to die.
But yeah,
you kind of just know
a
like
limit.
at some stage it's going to happen.
So that would be the worst way for you to die.
I reckon, yeah, cancer.
Yeah, so anything that like, you know, you've got a set time and you're
Yeah.
like, ugh.
Yeah, I guess, I don't know. I guess some people find it freeing though. I mean, like,
I think
you
it
kind
would
of
be
see.
horrible. Like, there's worse ways to die.
But then, like, some people may just be like, oh, fuck it. Like, I've got no responsibilities now because I'm only leaving for like another year or something like
just
that.
like, I don't know.
Except then again, like, for me, like, contrary to popular belief, like, I love living, bro. Living's like so
That's
crazy.
a hot take. No, it's a hot take.
Hot take. So yeah, I don't know. Like, I don't think I could do that. I think I'd just be depressed the whole time
That's fair
if
enough.
I'd had it.
Yeah.
Look, I'm just gonna ask the question like right back to you. Like, how would you? What is like the worst way for you to die? Do you reckon?
I reckon drowning would suck.
Yeah.
Drowning would be pretty bad. Dying like burning. Getting like eaten alive by something.
Yeah.
Wouldn't want that. Yeah.
What? So you're not gonna go like cancer or something like that, or is it just you? You're more in the moment, kind of like
Cancer's
painful.
like, you know, I've got X amount of time I can do whatever kind of vibe,
Yeah.
not whatever, but you know, stuff.
Mm.
So it's a bit more chill, kind of vibe. Max, what do you think of the monarchy?
Holy. Yeah. Look, I do have a bit of like English
Yeah, true. You got a bit of
heritage
English,
in my
so you-
blood, like half English. But I mean, I guess it's good for tourism and all that.
That's true.
Like, I guess that's the reason why they're still there, to be honest.
That's a good point.
Except as for, hold up, just had to cook that real quick. I guess, mate, you're going crazy. Hold on. Okay, now it's heating up. Hold on, let's.
I'm just trying to lock in. I can't do that.
I mean, I've only got 16 seconds left. It's good for tourism and all that, except, fuck. Jesus Christ.
Are you still winning? Yeah, you are. Fuck.
But as for them kind of like actually contributing, I'm not too sure.
You're not too sure?
I mean, I haven't really researched too much about it, to be honest. Oh, fuck.
Well, I just need to hold on. Just hold on, we're going home. Wait, no, I did.
You didn't even move.
I'll take that.
Okay, so I ran out of time, so what does that mean?
You ran out of time.
Yeah.
Ed wins.
That's fucked, bro. That's so fucked. Look,
that
I
one
don't play,
question
I
just got you
play
talking,
chess.
thank
That's
God.
his experience back in year 11 talking,
Yeah,
I reckon.
pretty much.
Hey, good game.
Yeah, good game. Great game.
No one actually, whatchamacallit? No one checkmated. I don't
No.
think I've ever lost like that as well. I think it's just because like a whole lot of nothing was going on the table.
Yeah. Nothing really
No
happened.
one was like trying to make some daring moves. At the end, it heated up, but that's because we stopped asking questions. Because I think, yeah, definitely like the talking aspect.
It's hard.
That really
It's
throws a
a lot harder
spanner
than
in
I
the
thought.
works.
It just
definitely
moved.
makes it
I don't know. No thought
Yeah.
went into this whole thing.
Yeah, exactly.
Otherwise, what question am I going to ask Max next?
There was a lot of politeness on Max's part.
Is it not normally that polite?
At the start, you were like taking a good amount of time.
That's
Yeah,
what I
to
mean.
answer the question.
Because I remember like,
And then make the move.
yeah,
And it was
yeah.
like, damn, like all that time is just.
That's
like,
what I
Ed was
mean,
winning
like-
the time immediately.
No,
like-
I was down like a good minute and a half at one point.
There was a stage, yeah, that I was coming back.
Yeah.
Except I remember, I think I answered like the hat question or something. I looked down and I really lost 2 minutes or something like that. And I was-
There was like one point I had like a minute and a half, and you had like 3 minutes, and I asked you a
Yeah,
question.
yeah.
And somehow that
no,
that
and
just went
then
down.
all of a sudden I was just like, well, I think I saw 0.1 of a second left. Yeah, but yeah, good game.
That was
fun.
really interesting stuff. I never played chess like that, and it was rough.
Exactly.
Because you beat me on the pieces, I think.
I think maybe, yeah.
You did.
I definitely got some high scoring ones, but yeah, look, now it's time for Josh to show us how
Yeah.
it's done, because I feel like that was quite, look,
Oh, this is
as
gonna be
good
rough.
as that was, I feel like the questions were extremely stale.
Oh, yeah.
No, boys,
Like-
you absolutely. You got the idea of the game. You warmed up. It was good. Fun.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
That was like such a wholesome conversation. say.
Okay, cool. Hell yeah.
Whose place are you taking, Josh?
I should probably take Max's place.
Yeah.
I guess because I just lost
yeah,
that.
makes sense.
Yeah.
Max and I can finish it up.
Yeah, easy.
Cool. All right. Good luck, guys.
The one job I'll give you is to like, if you can like keep an eye on the camera. I'll just show you now.
Yeah.
There's like a little
I might actually.
thing here that shows how much time it has left to record, and you press this button. Like when it gets to like 30 seconds, press the button, and then press it again, and it'll restart that timer.
Should I say just resetting the timer or something like that?
Yeah, you could absolutely tell me, and that'd be good. And we'll reset this board. This is what I should have done at the start for you boys. Moved it so we could be closer, so you wouldn't have to duck away. Do you want this mic so it's further back so you can
Oh yeah, I might.
lean in more?
That's chill, actually. Yeah.
So I'll bring it like here. That's better?
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah, damn. Should have done that straight up.
No, it's all good.
Didn't realise.
Yeah, how was that as for like how conversations go?
Yeah, well,
That was great. I like those wild questions that Ed threw in. Of like, how do you want to die?
Yeah.
It's like, that was fantastic. Also, it was just like, it's always there's a sewing needle this whole time.
Was that on the board?
Yeah, because recently I've been wanting to sew like a hole that was in my pants,
Yeah.
and then I put all of the pants and the sewing stuff on the board because it would like be not aesthetic, and I would be annoyed and do it.
Oh, okay.
So like I put it in a place that would annoy me.
Yeah.
And I didn't do it. Like I still haven't done it.
That's a good idea though. Is like put it somewhere that'll get you to do it.
Yeah, it's about trying to trick the brain,
Yeah.
but sometimes it just means that you have a really cluttered room for no reason.
Yeah.
You know, which is rough.
Very rough.
Just a quick question: does the camera have the mic at all?
It records audio, but I usually only keep the audio in this. But I think,
But it's like a backup. Or something.
yeah, this time what I'm probably gonna do, because I've been like the bits where I'm talking, I might include some of the camera audio.
Oh, okay. So I assume these won't pick up when Max is talking.
Not really. It picks up room sound, but it won't pick up a heap of what
Okay.
Max is saying.
I'll just be like a tiny voice in the background.
Yeah. So, but I will be able to capture it with the camera audio.
So you can like zone it in.
Yeah, absolutely. So Ed, are you ready for your round two?
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. Best of luck.
Best of luck. Exactly.
Absolutely. Do you want to play white because you had to play black?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, sure. We'll spin the.
I'll spin it.
Keep this out of here and spin this right around. You spin me right around, baby. Right around.
All right.
Alright.
Can I just like preload a question real quick?
Sure.
Let me just get one.
I've got a question for you.
Okay.
What's your favorite Flowrider song?
Oh, My House. I love My House.
Welcome to
Wait,
my
who's no? That's Ace. No, My House.
Why do you like that one?
I listened to it a lot when what's it? When I worked at Coles, I like pushed trolleys and I just listened to it. I listened to music a lot then, and I listened to that a lot because it's a banger.
You push trolleys at Coles?
Yeah, no, it was
That's
a
cool.
great job. Did it for like maybe 3 years. It's like the least work I've ever done.
Wait, what do you mean? It seems like it'd be a lot of work.
Oh no, I mean it's pretty much you kind of do whatever you want type job, because it's like
But you have to do trolleys.
you have to do trolleys, but you can kind of get a couple of trolleys, take it back to the store, get a couple like it's a lot of walking back and forth, which means it's a lot of wasted time. So it's kind of like you just waste your own time. It's a waste. I don't know. Job kind of sucks.
Wait, so you said it was the best job that you've ever
Oh
had?
no, yeah, it's the best job because there's no work. You don't do any work.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Like you could listen to music,
I feel
go on
like
your
it hurt
phone.
your back.
Well, no, you stand up because you get a strap and you put it through all the trolleys, and then you like put them all in a line of like 10 or 11 or whatever.
Yeah, that's fair.
And you get it like sorted.
I feel like that's very good. Like, started from the bottom. Now we here.
Like pretty
when
much.
One day you'll be like, I don't know, 30, 35
Yeah.
with your Ferrari,
No,
your
yeah,
Rolls
exactly,
Royce, and
exactly.
you'll be like, son.
Used to be a trolley pusher,
Yeah, that's what I was.
but it was a pretty far job. I did it during like COVID and lockdown, so Doncaster was like hella empty.
You would have been the essential, like the one
Yeah, I was the
essential worker that's out there on the front lines
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the trolleys.
In the front lines. No, it was great. It was a pretty lit job. Wait, what? That doesn't make any sense. So you're like doing chess moves and shit. It's too much to think about.
I'm just playing.
No, I know. You're just playing. I don't like it.
I do love that though. You know, it's crazy how you like never really know someone's actual story. You know, or like parts of it. You'll know. You can only know. Like even someone that you're in like a deep relationship with, you would still only know 95% of them.
Yeah.
Like you can never like 100% know everything.
I don't think everyone knows 100% of who they are. Kind of like you kind of unlock it.
Oh my god, are you saying like you don't even know yourself?
Probably not.
Goddamn. Yeah, that's a good point. Oh, rough. Check.
Oh shit! I'm gonna get checkmated so quickly.
Nah, dude, you'll be fine.
Yeah, you ain't taking that shit.
Oh, the queen in front as like the body block.
Yeah.
Oh, I don't want to not have a queen though.
Yeah, that's what I thought. I should ask a question.
Welcome to my house.
Okay. Oh, wait. Yeah. Josh, who was your top 5 Wrapped last year?
Top 5.
Yeah, top. Well, yeah, your top
I don't
5
remember
artists.
exactly, but generally like Bon Iver's been in my top 5 rap.
He's pretty good.
There's been a lot of years the Beatles have been in my top 5 rap.
Yeah, they're pretty solid.
Kanye has featured a lot in my top 5 rap.
Oh yeah.
So guys.
Have you listened to Cousins, Josh?
Wait, what are the lyrics to that again?
I don't. Do you know Max?
Something about I gave my cousin a head.
Yeah.
I gave my
In the
cousin
falsetto. Yeah.
That's horrible. It's pretty bad.
Yeah. No, we was yeah, I gave my cousin head. Yeah, like I know that's obviously like a really relatable song, but like I haven't.
Yeah.
It didn't get in my Wrapped.
No.
Unfortunately.
Yeah, that's quite rough.
I guess just throwing this in there for the sake of it. What's your opinions on his newest song?
What's his newest song?
What's his newest song?
Isn't Cousins the newest?
Isn't
The
the one he made like a music video. Oh, that's fucking rough.
Well, the name should not be named.
I
Yeah.
think artists are exactly the same as athletes. There's a point where they can't really like they'll always be able to, but they can't like they have a shelf life. They stop playing in the pro leagues,
Yeah.
or they should stop playing in the pro
Yeah.
leagues.
No, that's a good point.
Because like once an artist has said what they were put on the earth to say, whatever it is, you know, then it's like go buy a dog,
Yeah.
build a house, have a family,
No, they
go travel, fuck around. Like you don't have to keep trying to have the attention because you already said what you're gonna say.
Yeah, it's a good point.
That's my thought. What are your thoughts on art, Ed?
I mean, what type of art? There's a lot of
Like what art speaks to you the most? Do you think?
I don't know, like movies, I guess. That's art. Yeah, movies, probably movies, games. Yeah, those two forms are up there, I'd say.
Do you think that games can convey the same emotional impact
Yeah.
as movies or other art?
I think people that don't think that are stupid.
Yeah. Awesome. That's the answer I was looking for.
That's something else would be like, should be like, oh, games can't do that.
What's the most emotional experience you've gotten from a video game?
Probably The Last of Us, the second one.
Oof.
They're doing the show now. And
Yeah.
I haven't watched it,
Oh,
but I watched the first season.
thinking about the story of that show gives me chills. And that game.
That's such a good story, but apparently the show's a bit different.
Yeah.
I might watch it, but I haven't watched it yet. But I should, but I haven't.
I've seen like 20 minutes of the first episode.
Yeah.
It's right.
Have you played the game, Max?
Yeah. It's got a minute.
Really? Do you want to just reset it now?
Yeah.
They hit that like little red button.
I'll do that.
Thanks,
Thanks,
man.
shit.
Yeah, like just like on that last shit.
Yeah.
Like the second one as well. Biggest like emotion reaction.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's
Amazing.
Is it recording it?
3, 2, 1. Bang.
It's recording?
Yep.
Epic. You're the best. Yeah.
I want to ask a question. What's your least favorite country in the 1940s, excluding Germany?
Excluding?
Yeah.
Oh, bro. I guess like the Soviet Union came into my head at the same time as Italy, because Italy at that point hadn't switched back.
Yeah,
and
there was-
I'm Italian, you know.
Oh yeah, true. You're very
so-
Italian last name.
It's pretty rough. But what like
What
I
about
feel like the
Japan?
Italians weren't really happy with what was going on in World War II.
Yeah.
And the evidence of that is like look what they did to Mussolini.
Yeah.
And they switched sides again afterwards.
The
as
big
well.
M.
Do you guys know what they did to Mussolini?
Probably bad stuff.
Didn't they tie him to the back of a car and drive him through the city? And then didn't they I guess beat him and shit?
Pretty sure, and they hung him on like a bridge and just fucking pelted him and shit.
That's fair enough.
Yeah. That may be the worst way to die.
That would be pretty bad.
Yeah. He got a worse death than Hitler.
Hitler just killed himself.
Bang.
Yeah. He got lucky.
So probably one of those two countries, but
Not Japan. I think Japan are pretty bad.
Japan were rough. I don't know. I feel like it's pretty everyone goes on this at some point. They deep dive into World War II history. But what Japan was doing to the general Asian region.
Yeah, they were going crazy in China.
They were fucking around.
They were doing mad moves.
They don't do that shit anymore.
They don't. They really 180'd.
The switch to is going to be epic.
Yeah, no, their PR team goes crazy.
Who was your favorite leader of all time?
All-time leader?
Yeah.
A lot of ones to pick from. Edmund Barton.
Oh damn, our first PM.
Yeah, he kind of name's pretty much Ed.
Ed,
First Prime Minister. I remember I did a presentation on him in year 6 or 7 or something, and I was in it for 5 seconds. I don't know what he did, but he's kind of the goat, so I'd say him. He's pretty fire.
Yeah, he's pretty cool.
He's a pretty cool guy.
Okay, so not Queen Elizabeth?
Yeah. Well, she didn't do anything exciting. She was kind of old.
Maybe that was there's an argument to be made that leaders like that, it's the best thing that they can do is nothing.
That's true. I mean,
and let people just do what they.
But she just has a lot of money, has a lot of land, and doesn't do anything with it.
That's true.
It's do something at least.
Yeah, at least start a podcast.
Start a podcast. Her podcast would suck though. It'd be her and what's his name, Charles
or Philip.
Oh yeah,
When Philip was kicking, is he still alive?
I don't know which one's Philip.
Oh, he's dead.
Oh yeah, rough. I just love The Crown. That was such.
Oh yeah, I remember when Prince Phil died. That was kind of recently though. Not recently, but it was kind of soon before she died. Do you guys?
Okay, so if you were a prime minister of a country, or a leader, what do you think you would do?
That's a great question. Look, I don't think I would ever become one because that just sounds horrible. But if I was in the position, I'd get rid of Mikey's and just get a better system than that because they suck. Yeah.
What's the worst thing about Mikey's?
Yeah, there's why can't we have it on our phone? Why fire all the Mikey inspectors? Put them in jail. They suck. Yeah, just make the public transport better. Lock in, hire a bunch more people to work on the tunnel thing that they're building, which is a solid idea, but it's just taking ages.
It's a good point about people who are the Mikey inspectors. No disrespect. Everyone's got to make money how they make money, but also major disrespect because you kind of just take that back. You don't need to do that move. I don't want to do that. If you're basically, there's some jobs where it's you're accepting money for, and I understand the purpose because it's we need a public transport system that receives money so it can continue to be funded, but still, it's a dog job to have.
Yeah.
You got to know within yourself. You got to feel damn, I'm being a massive dog right now. But it must be done, I suppose.
Yeah, I would just. Other countries have just use a card, a credit card, to do it.
True.
I don't know why we don't.
Okay, that makes sense. Just use your credit card.
I remember we went to where did we go? To Edinburgh to see Alice a couple of years ago. And the one time I spent my own money on the trip was to pay for a bus. Wow. And it was $4, which that's just I can come from another country, just put my phone on the bus thingo, and I've paid for the bus.
So was your whole family over in Edinburgh?
Yeah. Well, no, Alice was.
But and then your whole family went to see him?
Yeah, we went to see Alice.
Oh, damn, that's cool.
It was pretty lit.
I've lived in Melbourne for since the end of 2023.
Yeah.
And just my oldest sister has visited.
Where are you from?
I'm from Toowoomba, near Toowoomba in Queensland. I'm from a place called Murphy's Creek, but no one's heard of that. Oh, okay. So then I say I'm from Toowoomba, but no one's really heard of that either. So then I say Brisbane. It's 2 hours inland.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that area.
Yeah, around there. That's fair though. My mum and dad would not appreciate Melbourne. I don't think they would enjoy the hustle and bustle of it.
Oh, they're not. Why not?
They're
just not a fan.
country people. They're just
Yeah,
they like the P and Q. You know, peace and quiet.
I can get around that. Peace and quiet's pretty lit.
I think they'd get confused.
It's a bit confusing. No, I like if they got on one of those hook turns. Oof, that's rough. Anyone's getting confused there.
So, do you still live with your folks, or are you?
Yeah, no, chilling in Rye, the beach house. It's yeah, that's
Beach.
good.
So, when are you planning on moving out soon?
No.
Nah. Rent is good.
Yeah, the reno. It'll be finished hopefully in August, September, and then once that's done, I'll move back to the crib, live there for however many years.
What's the most has independence been something in your life that you've like sought or craved a little bit, or like what's the most independent you've ever felt?
I guess when I went to China with school.
Whoa.
In year 9, and then I kind of away from them for like a couple of weeks, which was fun. But I never felt like super, I don't know, independent, because like the school's there, obviously.
Yeah.
But I guess that's family independence. I guess that was the most independent.
Yeah,
But
that's fair.
I did, when we went to Greece last year.
Wait, what? You just did 2 moves at the same time.
Did I? Oh, did I move that? Yeah, I'll put that back.
That's okay.
We went to Japan at the end of the trip, and then I came home by myself because like flights were whatever.
Yeah.
And then I came home like the train by myself and got to the airport by myself, and it was pretty fun. I enjoyed it. Getting to the airport, getting on the flight. It was just nice to like listen to music and walk around the airport and kind of just chill, which is pretty fun. I was a big fan.
Yeah, that sounds cool. Is China like? What's China like?
Well, it went in.
Different?
It was 2019.
Yeah.
It was I fucked
So you
with
didn't
it.
go to Wuhan.
No, I didn't get a Wuhan. Didn't eat any bats.
Yeah.
But it was pretty lit. Very different place, but it was pretty fun. There was cool food, cool places. I went to the Great Wall. It was pretty great.
Oh my god. Yeah, so it's a difficult game.
No, China's. I would definitely go back low key.
Yeah.
I'd go to like Shanghai or something because we went to Beijing. I think Shanghai. Would be
I want to go to Hong Kong.
Hong Kong would be cool.
Yeah, I feel like I don't know. I just like it was interesting the thought of independent because when I was a kid, it was like I feel like I remember going on schoolies week. It was like my first week away, you know, from home and just hanging out with friends and like having to like sort like one of my favorite things from that week was not just, you know, like all of the partying or the drinking and things like that. It was actually just like going to the grocery store.
Yeah,
and
that is
buying
fun.
my own groceries to make my own food. For some reason, it was just a thing. But I think it was because I lived out of a city in the country, far away from everything, and just grew up. And I just always had that thing of like, man, it'd be cool to be involved though.
Yeah.
So it was like, that was probably what was driving it for me.
Yeah. No, I think like moving out would be lit, but the benefits vastly the opposite of outweigh.
Yeah.
Living at home is just easier in every way.
Yeah.
Apart from like, but even then I've got my own room. Like that's pretty chill. This is hard.
If there was a kid being born today, what do you reckon their teenagehood would be like?
I reckon either it depends where they're born. Like in Australia.
Yeah, like just around here.
I reckon
Like not just around, like in a hospital, but like
yeah.
like not just like
What?
just generally.
Well, they'd grow up.
Holy shit, they're being born.
Hopefully
Yeah.
Trump's dead.
Hopefully. Oh goddamn.
In like their 15 years.
Yeah.
He probably would be. He's what 80.
Yeah. He is old.
He's pretty old.
Yeah.
So hopefully he's dead tomorrow. But
Yeah.
that's not gonna happen.
Would things change if he was dead?
I'd probably get pretty bad actually. Low key now I think about it, but
But it's like because he's like just a figure, right? So he
Yeah.
represents
he
something.
represents the people there. But if he died, there'd be like a whole civil war. And
if he died in the wrong way. Like I think genuinely, even though like a lot of people will joke about it, but I think genuinely one of the best things that happened was him not being assassinated. Because if he had have been, like, fuck, imagine that timeline. That would have been like so crazy.
I reckon it would have been it would have been worse if he got killed when he, like, after he became president. If he got killed before, I think it would be still bad, but not as bad as when after he's become president.
No, I think like at the moment, the best thing that could have happened is for him to, like, obviously, like, if it was like the best thing probably for us in this room would have been for him not to be elected, but he was elected, and it's like the best thing is for him to just serve his term and for it to just show the truth of what he does and who he is. It's like his first 100 days has been like extremely chaotic because he's a chaotic dude, and it's like if they want that for their country, then they'll vote for it again, and if they don't, then they won't. And I think there's a lot of people who are pretty on board who have been like, wait a second though, my superannuation or my social security or like is going tanking and wait a second, he hasn't stopped the war yet, and he hasn't, like,
done anything.
Exactly.
I was listening to what was it? I was like the Dan Does Footy podcast, and they were, the Catman, Geelong Catman. He's like a hardcore Geelong fan, but he like dresses like a cat kind of thing. And he was saying that the reason Geelong lost was because of the tariffs, which is pretty silly.
But everyone had tariffs.
Yeah, I just think a lot of stupid people
go for Geelong.
Just like Trump. Not go for no.
Okay, but like, so
what the hell?
Yeah, so I left it open. Oh, bro, you got to make a move quick. I'm so sorry.
I've just
done this to you. No, bro, you don't concede. Here we go. Oh, well,
that's hard.
No, it was good, dude. That was a good game. That was a really solid game. I liked what you were doing with the porn up here.
I don't know what I was doing with the porn.
No, I felt like you were trying to. If I didn't notice it, you would have started to invade my area, which would have been pretty cool. It's like a sneaky sort of.
I was not locked in.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was fun though. Really.
Yeah. So this is the interesting thing, right? Where it's like, oh, you don't have to get out now. We can debrief. We can. Cool. Yeah, fair. So, no, it seems like you're interested in politics then.
Not really.
Because, a few of your questions have been like Trump, best way to die.
Yeah.
Thoughts on the monarchy.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I don't really. Well, I don't not care, but I don't not care.
Yeah.
I'm pretty indifferent.
Yeah. What do you think of our recent election?
I mean, obviously the Greens aren't going to get elected because, like, people are pretty stupid, but...
Okay, wait. What makes you say that?
Well, I mean, they're clearly, like... Oh, I'll get close. In terms of, like, the issues, the whole climate change thing is pretty bad, but they're the only people that care about it, and Labour don't really... they care, but they don't really care. And Liberals, obviously, they're Liberal. They don't really have any actual, like, ideas. But, I think Labour is probably the best actual the best logical, like, not logical. What's the word? Obviously Greens weren't going to get elected because not enough people would vote for them. So Labour's the next best, and they did win. So
yeah,
it was good, I guess.
Yeah, it's interesting. I think that Labour exists in between Greens and Liberals, like when they generally graph it on like a thing, like you have your left and right, and Labour seems to be quite centre, maybe just a bit left. And that's probably what people wanted after seeing things go drastically in one direction or drastically in the other. It's like, damn, let's just chill.
Yeah,
probably.
Either way, the planet's going to die in like 50 years, maybe 100.
You reckon?
Yeah, it's not looking good.
The planet or us?
Probably both.
Wait,
no, the planet won't die.
The planet will be fine.
The planet will be fine, but it won't be good for us.
Yeah.
We'll die.
It'll be curious. I reckon I have a lot of faith in like people being very smart occasionally.
I don't reckon that's going to happen.
So it's like each generation has like its share of like stupid idiots who mess things up.
Yeah.
And also just mega geniuses who are beautiful and giving and kind and things like that. So I have faith that it's like the problems that we won't be able to solve right now, in 50 years time, maybe someone will give birth to the kid who'll
Yeah.
give birth to the kid
Maybe.
who's
Einstein
like,
too.
yeah, exactly. We need Einstein too. He needs to put the atom back together. Like,
Yeah. No, I mean, because there's that climate clock, and it's like a couple of years, isn't it? Somewhere.
I have not seen the climate
Well, it's a
clock.
climate clock, and it's got like there's only like a year or something until we've done irreversible damage.
Yeah, probably.
It's something like that,
Um,
and that's not looking
but
good.
what that will look like, I think, is,
Just like a lot of flooding.
yeah, more extreme weather events probably,
Yeah.
and like rising sea levels probably, and
Like-
but it's all like still within that realm of like we're still so bad at being able to actually know
Yeah.
the future.
No, I mean, look, it's
But you're right, it's a problem. We got to focus on it.
we probably should hot take.
Yeah,
We probably should get on that, but
yeah.
we're not doing it.
No, we're too busy playing chess and having
He's playing
chats.
chess, exactly. There's better things to do.
Yeah, there's lots of beautiful things to do in the world. Ed, thank you for that beautiful game.
No, thank you. It was good fun.
Yeah, and
Max
let's
is
get
up.
Max in the chair. Can you
Yeah.
check that cam for me before you pop on over?
It's about 3 minutes.
Do you want to just reset it now? Oh, I just put it down here. There you go.
So what's the vibe? It's timer.
No, I've already done it.
Oh yeah, the L press.
God, okay, here we go. Let's test
Alright,
my
what's up?
knowledge.
What's up, Max?
What's going on? Look, that was definitely a better conversation than Ed and I. I feel like you're more used to this. You're more used to
I'm
this.
very experienced at talking to people while playing chess.
Yeah.
I'm now 8 episodes experienced.
Um,
You pass those bad boys there.
that will definitely help.
Thank you.
There we are. May need some guidance on how to set up again.
No,
It's like
by
that.
the way, I highly appreciate you two boys being involved.
Hey, no, all
with
good.
this,
Look, this has
um,
been fun.
Very new podcast, you know.
That is good.
And yeah, just appreciate the vibes and the
Where did the idea stem from?
the idea stemmed. So basically, switch these over.
Oh, okay, yeah. Oh, they go on the same side? Yeah, cool.
When it was about 3 years ago, I was just. It's actually a weird story. So I'd had this idea of playing chess in the park, and it would be like a podcast. It'd be called Chess in the Park, and I would just set up a chessboard under a gazebo with all the mic and camera and stuff, and just see if a stranger would play me.
Oh, okay.
And then I was like, no, it doesn't work, because I remember I was playing a game of chess with someone, and we couldn't hold a conversation. Like, there was a point in the game of chess where conversation just dies and you just focus on the game because you want to focus on the game. And I was like, fuck, the podcast wouldn't work. And I just like shelved the idea. And then like a few years later, I'm here in Melbourne, and I find this room on Fairy Floss, and there was like 100 different people who applied for this room. But I was like the first to inspect it, and I just had a good feeling about it. And I saw this fireplace here, and I just saw the size of it and everything. And I was coming from like a little 3x3 meter box.
Yeah.
And I was like, if I was lucky enough to get this room, I have to do that podcast.
Yeah.
And then I got the room, and I was like, fuck, here we go. And then it was like, okay, so you do the podcast, but then it was just like, but you still have that problem of like, but you don't talk. It's like, well, what if you have to talk? And it was like, oh. So it took 3 years for me to have the second little idea that actually put it into motion. And I'm still just testing it out. I don't know. Like, truly, I have no clue who would actually sit down and want to watch this, but it seems fun, right?
I mean, it's fun for us.
Yeah, it is fun.
Yeah. So that's the story of the podcast.
I think it'd be cool if like actual chess, like competitive chess, had like a kind of talking.
Yeah.
version.
Well, this is the thing that it's like, I feel like for people who do play chess a lot of the games can get pretty similar all the time. You're following the same sort of thing. So adding the element of a mental game of chess at the same time to run down the time is curious. It does feel different.
Yeah.
But yeah, mostly it's not about the chess. And that's why like people have been like, why not just like edit in like a digital board so people can see what I'm like, you want me to fucking edit a digital board? Like, do you know how much time that would take for like the 10 people who watch? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. But
Hey, that's a few episodes down in the future.
Once the budget gets a bit higher.
Once I have Shaquille O'Neal on the pod.
Yeah, he would probably come on. He does anything.
He would. Yeah, that would be epic. All right, shout out to Shaquille O'Neal. Who do you guys think should be on the pod, by the way?
We've got to get some Cuddy on there, to be honest.
Some Cuddy.
I mean,
Okay, who do you think in like that's achievable in the next few months? Do you guys know any?
I mean, we could get some work celebrities coming in.
Yeah, some chesses.
Yeah,
We could get some like... Fuck, man. Why don't you get like HR or some shit from Mariner?
God, that'd be crazy.
Dude, that'd be mad. You get Sean in here. Watch out.
There's some crazy ways it could go. I remember I was working at a cafe and my mate kept saying that we should get the chef on because he's pretty cool.
Yeah.
You get someone on. Sure.
Yeah, but I don't like to push it too hard because it's like people might be nervous, people might not want to,
Yeah, exactly.
be on a like a thing that's gone on TikTok.
Yeah, it's like
YouTube and
coming out of the gates with just like, oh, come on this pod, pod. Like that
yeah,
could definitely
exactly.
be it.
Yeah, sometimes you can offer the pod too early in a friendship
Yeah.
and you kill the friendship.
Yeah. It's like you realize you actually like hate each other while doing it.
Yeah.
You just have a massive televised
They'll just be
argument.
like, oh my god, yeah, I'll do the pod, and then I'll never speak to you.
Yeah.
They'll be like, who the fuck was that guy? That's almost based off a real story anyway. So yeah, you ready to play?
Look, I mean, this game could be like so short. I feel like,
You held your own against Ed.
sorry, Ed. I feel like you're definitely going quite easy on him.
Oh, no,
Did you?
You definitely were.
No, it's
But
not
look-
about that. You played the game, you know?
Exactly. Look, and that's what matters at the end of the day.
Mm.
Just don't leave the
It's
king
for the
open.
love of footy.
Yeah, exactly.
Love the game and the vibes and the footy.
Yeah.
It's about the footy.
Yeah. Look, we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Let's make you guys proud.
Awesome. That's brilliant. Good luck.
Hey, good luck.
All right, I'll start your time.
It's not a thing.
What's done?
It like clicked.
Bear with us while we have these technical difficulties. I know you can't see us right now, but it's about to get crazy.
Look out, guys. The wait will be worth it.
And consider investing in the Chess with Josh Patreon so I can get better equipment.
Well, I know the issue came in just as we shook hands.
All
So
right.
what we can do is we can clean cut.
And then, so clean.
Dude,
Nothing even happened.
exactly.
So I'll start your clock. And it's all recording. It's definitely recording.
Yeah, it is.
Oh, thank God. Max. Wow. All right. Oh, damn. It's going to give us time. Oh, let me.
Is it things like
It's on increment. So it just means that
yeah, just fix it. I don't really know.
you're good. 0. Go. All right. It's on your time.
Okay.
All right.
First move out of the gates. There we are.
When did you know you wanted hospitality as the job while you were going through uni?
Okay, here we go. Did you already make a move?
Remember to click your time.
Oh, true. That'll do it. Okay. Yeah, so I used to work at Macca's.
Shit.
Yeah, I was in the kitchen.
You two have done the
So-
realest jobs. Anyway.
Yeah, dude, like shit's crazy. So yeah, I was McDonald's. And like obviously when you get older, they start like not giving you shifts because you're too expensive.
That's terrible.
And yeah, so what I did was quit. I started tutoring as well. Started tutoring as well. And I was doing that for about like 6 months or something like that. But during that time, I found Mariner as well. And I know my mum kind of helped me get the job because she went to the Caring Mother's Day lunch. If you know, you know. And holy shit, that just destroyed me.
We're still even. It's all
Yeah. And yeah, like it was at the Plaza Ballroom, and on her table was Kaylee Mariner of all people. So like mum kind of saw it looked like quite a fun place to work at. So she was asking Kaylee like, oh, like, do they love it? Is it a good job? Blah, blah, blah. And yeah, she was saying she recommended it, apply and just see if I get it. So I did.
That's cool.
And yeah, look, maybe a bit of nepo, but I'm in there nonetheless.
That's like having a friend who works at a place.
Yeah, it is.
It's just that friend happens to care for you really deeply.
Yeah, exactly.
Because you're her son.
But yeah, no.
Does that
that's
mean you
what
got her a good Mother's Day gift?
Oh shit, man. I mean, look, this year anyway, I got a whatchamacallit, like one of those, like, you know, those facial like massage kind of bundles and stuff you get at like the chemist and stuff. Like I guess it's like a salon treatment, something like that. That's what I got her. And yeah, she loves it. So hey, look, be on the lookout for that.
Yeah. Mother's Day gifts are always hard.
Oh yeah,
like, especially as a son.
Yeah, exactly. But
it just feels generic. It's like flowers.
Yeah, exactly.
Or chocolates.
But I think what helps is that we've given her some pretty shit gifts in the past. So it's kind of like, oh shit, I'm not going to do that. Oh shit, I'm not going to do that. Oh shit. So yeah, like she's kind of like seeing how bad I can get with gifts. And she's just like, look, just get me like the salon, like Mother's Day bundle each year. And that's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's definitely like I think I've been giving that to her for the past few years as well. So, oh yeah, shit. But yeah, what'd you get your mum for Mother's Day?
I didn't yet.
Did you give a call or anything like that?
Oh, yeah, of course. I gave her a
yeah.
call. But because I won't be back till maybe September, maybe July.
Yeah.
So generally what happens is the week before I realize my trip is coming,
Yeah.
I'm like, oh shit, there's this birthday, this Mother's Day, and I lose all my money. I'm like, damn, I've saved up so well. It's like, no, I haven't.
Yeah.
I've just been backlogging all the gifts that I need to get. It's actually a problem in the way that it's like, because of all the people I have and love back home in Queensland, means that like my friends here, like my housemates, who I'm like genuinely quite close friends with, and some of my close friends here, I just don't get them gifts for their birthdays or anything, or Christmas or Easter. I just got them nothing. I bake cookies. I bring home some baked goods, but I like it, and it's purely just like my quota's already full. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean, that's as good as any gift, to be honest. Like if someone got me cookies for my birthday, like, dude, like I'm not complaining.
No, yeah,
I'm gonna take that.
Yeah. But yeah, one day I hope to be a rich man. I would love that. That'd be pretty cool. And then I would buy all the gifts. But at that point, I guess gifts won't mean as much, because what's a gift to someone who like paid someone else to buy it for them anyway? And you know what I mean? But then that makes you think, you're paying someone to get it for you in a way when you buy it online and someone delivers it. And someone made it. So yeah.
Yeah.
Just
I know
cut
what you're
out the
trying to
middleman.
say.
No, I'm just on a random thought. But Max, tell us about what it felt like to work at
Macca's. Yeah, look, I don't know. It was not too bad, to be honest. Like, especially near the start, like you're starting out and everyone's like kind of shit as well, because you get put with the I guess the school kids, because you're always doing after school hours and stuff like that. So yeah, then it was quite vibey. Then I think I was there for about a year and a half, and then it kind of got a bit more shit, because like all the good people are kind of like slowly phasing out, because some people just like, they're a bit flaky, I guess you could say, and they'll switch jobs every 2 seconds. And yeah, look, oh shit, here we are, let's do this. But yeah, it wasn't too bad, kind of like in that middle bit. Obviously you lose some like good workers and good mates and stuff, but every now and then you get like a good kid which comes in. But I feel like I just didn't work consistently enough to be like insane at my job, if that makes sense. So like I wouldn't get like too many shifts throughout the week because of it. Look, that's kind of like what my thought process was anyway. But yeah, and then kind of like near the end, There are only just like a few OGs, which kind of kept me around. So I was there for about 5 years.
Whoa.
Yeah, like since year 10, and then I think I quit second year
How old are
uni.
you now?
21.
Yeah, that's a quarter of your life, basically.
Oh, don't say that. That's
Nah,
fucked,
because
bro.
it was only like, it wasn't really a quarter of your life because you were only there at certain times.
But that's mad. Nah, that's crazy. Like, think about that. No, that's so bad. But yeah, nah, look, it was good. Like, I've only got positive thoughts, I guess, from that. What was your first job?
Food Works. No, that's incorrect. My first job, I was a waiter at a restaurant when I was 15 because my uncle owned an Italian restaurant. Guess what he called it?
Well, like,
He called it Woggies.
no way,
Because
bro.
he was Italian, and then the news picked it up and was like, "Is it racist?" It was in Toowoomba, so
Oh,
not
that's
really.
some good. That's actually some good publicity.
It was marketing. It was
Yeah,
it literally, he didn't do any advertising to begin the restaurant, and there were just automatically people there because it was this whole thing. And he was like, his whole response to it was, "Well, I used to get called it at school, so I might as well call my restaurant that." Which is the smartest thing to say, really. Anyway, so I worked there as a waiter, and that was pretty fun. And sometimes they would do like these like ice cream bowls.
Yep.
Or chocolate bowls, whereas like the ice cream's in the chocolate bowl, like in a bowl of chocolate. Anyway, so I would make the chocolate bowls, which is basically like just getting
You've got the mold and
like
you just...
some ice magic. And
Yeah.
how we did it was like putting like Glad wrap around a balloon,
Oh,
and
wow.
then pouring the chocolate over the Glad wrap around the balloon.
That's pretty cool.
And then popping the balloon, and then taking out the Glad wrap, and then there's this chocolate bowl. But it meant that it was very cold.
Yeah. I mean, it had to be cold because it's ice magic, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. But also, I was just in the fridge a lot. But it was still it was a good job. Go home with pizza sometimes. And then my first real job that wasn't through family was Food Works.
Yep.
And that was depressing as fuck.
Oh, I bet. I mean, it's not... I don't know. I feel like... Oh, shit.
It's just checked. Don't worry. Sorry, I added the dramatic flair of slamming it.
I'm going to have to do something here.
First job teaches you some lessons, though. About
Oh,
life.
yeah, of course.
Teaches you some life lessons.
But yeah, let's think of a question. Am I still in check?
No.
Okay.
You're good.
That's a question, yeah.
That
That's a
was the
question.
To be or not to be.
Fuck.
Wait, you're still in check.
Am I?
I think you want to put that pawn just one back. Like,
Oh, there.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
that's probably a good move. This is a rough game.
So rough.
I think you're doing better than me, mate. This was good.
I mean, I've like... Look, I don't want to...
Seems a lot more competitive.
I don't want to just say this because like he could definitely be cooking up some mad shit, but he looks like a guy that's like somewhat stumped right now.
You're doing some good shit. This is pretty cool.
Actually, is actually good,
You're
or-
defending well. It's nice. Yeah. This is good.
Hey. Just like keep an eye on the time as well. I'm kind of going crazy right now.
You're way ahead. Okay, so just for the audience and for Ed, Mag's on 6 minutes 30. I'm on like 3 minutes.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like I'm going crazy.
Locked in.
Oh, I'm not going to do that. Am I going to do that? Yes, I'm going to do that.
Or maybe we'll get a game apiece.
Yeah. You can't do that because you're in check.
What the frick? Oh.
bishop.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, so you're doing well on time, but you're in precarious situations, potentially. And now's a good time for me to ask you a question. Max, if all your dreams came true, what does that look like?
I would be an F1 driver.
Oh, shit.
Exactly. That's what I'm saying. Like, I'll be an F1 driver. Hopefully, just like, I guess, driving for a decent team and trying to take them to the top.
Wow, that's awesome.
I mean, I wouldn't want to be like, I don't know. I don't know. Like, I think I got this question the other day. Like, a mate just asked me, like, oh, like, I guess if you could, like, ask a genie, like, one thing
Yeah.
to, I guess, change about your life. I think I just said, like, oh, I just want to be, I guess, just like an F1 driver. And I guess one that's going to stick around for a while. Not necessarily, like, the best of all time. Because, like, I guess that takes out all your effort and everything.
But just one that was up.
But just one that's there.
Yeah.
And just, like, I guess been in the sport for like 10 years or some shit.
That's cool.
Like, because then you still have to guess, like, I guess, try and be good to get into, like, a good team and stuff like that. Like, you kind of know, you guys know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, you kind of have to, like, even though I'm, like, getting myself there the easy way, I'm still, the phone is turned off.
Oh shit, you mean
Yeah, Face ID it.
But yeah, I guess, like, I get myself there the easy way, but holy, I don't want the easy way through that as well, because that's the challenge which I'm looking for.
So if all your dreams came true, you'd be an F1 driver, but you really worked for it.
Yeah, I guess so.
That's cool. If you think about it, F1 drivers are like the closest thing we have to like Star Wars pod racing and like building your pod and then racing it.
Like, it's quite mad. Like, so much effort goes into, like, those cars and stuff.
Now
It's, like,
is
insane.
pod racing.
This is definitely, like,
That's a good song.
Yeah, is it a song?
Yeah, it's by mindgames.
Oh, cool. That when you said the thing about the genie, just the meme popped into my head. You guys know that meme where it's like the genie, when like you ask it for head a third time. It's like
it's like when you ask for another beer. Like, when you ask the genie for another beer after it's given you an extra wish for, like, the 1,000th time.
But yeah. Oh yeah. What? So that's what you would ask.
I guess
the
so.
genie
Yeah.
for? Yeah, that's pretty cool. Just randomly, Ed, what would you ask the genie for? I know it's you know.
Probably kind of the same thing. Just get like a good like an NBA player or probably an NBA player.
Yeah, damn.
Pretty late.
I like that you're wishing for lives.
Yeah.
Actual, like, not just things, but like a whole experience in life.
I
Yeah.
feel like the one thing like you work towards is like getting a good job. And once you get that good job, you just kind of can do your actual life.
Yeah.
I think a sportsman's a pretty solid job.
Can't do that with the bishop.
What did I change? I can't
Bishop's
remember.
your king. Just move the king back. Wait. How the...
That's what I mean. I think I made a move. I made a move. Oh, I did this. Hold up.
Wait, no. It's the pawn must have moved forward again.
Oh, I must have moved
The
it.
bishop's...
Oh, I must have moved this
Yeah,
shitty one.
keep
Okay,
that
hold
bad
up.
boy back.
Keep that there.
Just keep it there. Do
then-
something else. You're fine. Just
I mean, I
make
moved
it
that one. I moved that one there. So we're just...
All right.
Okay, you know what? Look, I'm going to lose either way. So...
Yeah, so I guess a major part of what makes a good life is what you do, your job,
Yeah.
your work. So is it worthwhile doing something that makes no money or has no foreseeable future if it's what you enjoy?
Probably.
Also, just checking in,
Yeah.
is that still
Yes,
recording?
yeah.
Oh, so good.
I guess... I don't know. I guess if you're enjoying every moment, then I guess, yeah. Even if you're like, dude, I don't know.
Every moment?
I guess it kind of depends how like dire the money is.
Yeah.
Yeah, like if you're like in the street sleeping in some like rubbish bags, like no matter how good your job is, you can't stay there forever.
Yeah.
You're gonna have a shit life, regardless, I guess.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't know.
Do you guys know the idea of like, so investing in like money wise, where it's like you invest and there's like the thing of exponential growth, so it just exponentially grows. It's weird when you apply that to every area of life though, because it's like whatever skill it is that you want, generally it starts off with you like, you get like, you have that little beginner's luck of like, whoa, I can do the thing.
Yeah.
But then it's usually like the growth is like nothing for like a while.
Yeah.
Oh,
And then
yeah.
you're like, wait, I'm a little bit better. And then it's like, once you've been there for like such a long time, then it's like Kobe.
Yeah, exactly.
Pretty much.
So it's an interesting thought.
Just keep an eye on the time, I feel like.
Yeah. No, I do need to do that.
What would your wish be, Josh?
What would my wish be?
Yeah, for the genie.
A third time. No. Holy fuck, what do? I'm just gonna knock this out.
Oh, fuck.
I would wish to...
Oh shit. Oh shit.
It's
does.
difficult because I've subscribed to that whole idea of like kind of, you know, deep in that everything happens for a reason. Like, you know, it all kind of works itself out in time. But I know that's like a cop out. So I would wish to meet the love of my life sooner.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like sooner rather than later. You're still in check.
There we are.
Check. Can I do this? I have 8 seconds. Yeah, 8 seconds. Check still. That's still check.
What's the meaning of life, Josh?
It's still check. It's still check because of the knife.
Oh crap.
How much time does Max have?
He has 2 minutes 40. I don't know why he's trying to rush.
So what's the meaning of life?
The meaning of life is to try as hard as you can. Fuck. It's not checkmate. It's just check. Because you can stop it with the knife.
Dude, thanks for that. I'm not in check, am I?
Life is about, trying as hard as you can.
Do I just send it and just go fucking...
Yeah. This is the worst day of my life. Fuck. All right.
Hey,
Okay, we've got the rankings in.
So,
I beat Ed. Ed beats Max, but Max beats me.
Interesting.
It's the perfect
Look.
triangle.
exactly. It's all balanced.
Confirmed.
Exactly.
From little things, big things.
From little things, big games, grow.
All right. What's
They are good game.
your post-game thoughts?
What's your thoughts?
Analysis.
Look, again, I feel like you gave that to me. But, again, like, that was quite good.
That
was quite fun. I feel like I was doing better than I thought I would be doing.
Yeah.
Definitely, like, some moves I made caught me off guard. If that's even, like something you can say. Because I was kind of looking at the board and I'm like, hold on, wait, holy shit. This is kind of blocking that and that's kind of blocking this. And I was like, damn. Like, I didn't actually think about that. But some coordination was going on. I need to look out for check as well.
Yeah.
That's definitely something which
Yeah.
I'm not...
Check is rough.
It's so rough.
All I can say is I didn't intentionally give that to you.
Actually?
It was like I was wrapped up in the chat. You know what I mean?
Hey, that's how you know the chats are good, dude.
It's
That's
like
how
you can
know
be
chats are
so good at chess. There's a second element to this game.
Yeah,
and that's
yeah.
talking.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah.
Good game. But yes, what happens now?
Chat until we feel like stopping.
Oh yeah.
Stop recording.
No, I can keep recording for a bit. We should probably get you back into the frame, Ed, so we can have our final
exactly.
thoughts. I don't know. Let's just
I can
squeeze
shuffle
a
this.
chair in. Yeah, sure. Shuffle that around. Ed, you could even just plonk the comfortable chair in, like, directly in there. Like, who cares? At this point, all the rules have been broken. You know what I mean?
Wait, can I pass it there? You can sit on the comfy chair.
Oh yeah, sure. Let's get the rotation for the framing.
Oh yeah.
We could just rotate the frame.
Well, that's probably a great idea.
Just slightly.
Perfect. Yeah, this one was mine.
I'm gonna have to lean in a bit more if I want to
Yeah.
contribute.
Yeah, we won't keep it going too much longer. But boys, thanks for being on the pod.
Hey, thanks for inviting us.
Yeah, it was great fun.
Yeah,
it was good.
Good time. What are your thoughts for that experience? Thoughts for would you do it again? You know, would you?
Yeah, I'd be down to do it again.
Definitely, it was good fun.
There's definitely some questions need to be prepared.
Yeah,
I reckon that's definitely.
Yeah,
that is, I guess the key limiting factor, because you saw that Ed and I in the first one.
Yeah, it was bad.
That was so dry. Like the first, I guess half.
That was
Like,
hilarious.
It was pretty.
How many hoodies do you own? How many hats do you own?
You're
You
a
know
big shoe
what I mean?
person. Yeah, it was rough.
It was rough,
But
but
we got into a groove, and I think after
yeah,
that,
exactly.
it was
I
the
feel
best.
like I helped a little bit. I was like,
No, you
I
did.
banned you from clothes questions,
Yeah,
and then
exactly.
you
Yeah,
guys.
that was a good call.
It started like throwing those curveballs of like.
Yeah, you need the hard hitting, like out of
That's
pocket
pretty cool.
ones.
Yeah,
know
you
what I
need some
mean?
random questions.
Yeah, but that's the thing. This is the I guess the science of question asking.
Yeah.
It's like you want something out of the blue, but you don't want something that's actually like bad vibes or uncomfortable.
Yeah,
you need
yeah.
something that's like on the edge of like,
Yeah.
you know.
No, it's a good skill. Asking good questions. It's a good way to hone that.
Yeah.
into like a space for sure.
Yeah, of course.
Where to train, I guess.
Yeah, they need to have this in school.
They do. They
Yeah,
honestly
exactly. Like, I'd actually be down.
I'd be lit. Like, imagine do this for like 50 minutes.
Mm.
To ask random questions and be far.
Well, I guess that's like an English class when you all sit in a circle and you have to talk about something.
Yeah, but yeah.
But I get... Oh,
It's more like a junior school thing.
yeah, I guess so.
It's, you just kind of talk.
Or like when they pass the ball around. And
Yeah.
Yeah, stuff like that.
So you boys actually know each other quite well, though, right?
I'd say fairly well.
Yeah.
Like, how long you been friends for?
I mean, well, you were probably I remember you trained me my first shift.
Oh, I did, didn't I?
Actually, no. You were there. I don't think you trained me. But you were there.
I think... Wait, who
Oh, yeah,
else
that's
was
how
there?
we all
Josh
know each other through
Mackey.
work.
Josh Mackey.
He trained me.
He trained you.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. What the hell?
I don't remember. I know you were there though. And that was like what? November 23.
23.
Yeah.
Oh, wow. So you've been there for a while as well.
Yeah. But I don't think we didn't really see each other much that first. like, for a
Nah,
while.
I remember there was a stage where I remember I was working and I was with Alice and I was like, oh, like, where's Ed? You know what I mean? Like, I haven't seen your brother in ages. Like, I was
Yeah.
vibing with him and like, I feel like he's just been snatched away. And they were saying that, it just gives away all his shifts.
Yeah, I think I was lucky. Just like kind of take the shifts I didn't want. I was like, yeah,
Yeah. So I didn't see you too much
nah,
because of that. But then when you started coming back and it felt like you were there for good,
yeah.
like,
I was sort of reckon like maybe 3/4 the way through last year.
yeah, that's when it flourished.
Yeah, pretty much.
That's cool.
The vibe really got locked in. Too.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And how we're
Never
rampant.
looked
We own the Mariner Group. Pretty much.
We own the Plaza Ballroom.
Yeah,
Mariner has been a fun place to like
it's pretty fun.
get into, for sure.
It's a very cool job.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, a lot of good people.
Yeah.
But wait, did I train you as well? I trained you as well, didn't I?
Yeah, I
Josh?
think so.
I
Yeah.
feel like I remember the
That's
shifts
crazy.
you started. Yeah.
Yeah. It's crazy times.
Oh, you know something that stuck with me?
What?
I remember I was like fumbling. First time I trained you, I was fumbling and shit. Like, I couldn't remember how to do the cash. I think. Oh, how do you put the cash through? Because I
yeah.
just did it instinctively. But then like when I was like trying to teach someone, I'm like, oh holy crap! Like
No, yeah, it is rough.
I don't remember how to do it. And
Yeah.
I remember something which stuck with me. I was pouring someone's prosecco, and the bubbles went up to the top, and then the person at the till was like, so are you training him? Like saying like, oh, are you training me? And I was like, fuck, man, like, dude, that's probably the lowest
That's
point you could get.
Oh, but no,
But
that's
no,
just
like-
because I look like an old man.
Nah, but I mean, look, you're just like a sensei from the beginning.
Sensei.
You're going crazy. Look, I was looking like an amateur, but hey, like,
No, dude.
what a shift.
Life good. Life
Exactly.
good. That was fantastic. So, different question, slightly, but like, why do you think chess is still played when it's like
Ooh,
literally thousands of years old?
I mean,
It's timeless.
yeah,
Why?
timeless.
I think
Dunno.
it's got to do with the strategy. It's a good length.
Yeah.
I guess like it doesn't take like too long. It doesn't take like 3 hours or some shit.
And anyone can like play it. It's pretty accessible.
Yeah, exactly. I reckon they got to be the key points.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look, but still waiting with bated breath for chess 2. That couldn't come soon enough.
When are they going to release the ultimate?
Yeah.
Exactly.
Holy
I'm
shit.
excited for that one.
All right, final thoughts before we leave. Any last things you want to say?
Just thanks for having us. Honestly, it was good fun.
Oh, cool.
It was great.
No,
Yeah, it was good.
This was good.
Some good chats definitely developed as we went on.
Yeah.
As we got settled in. As I said before, like I want to leave it all out on the pitch or the field or whatever you call it.
On the board.
On the board. And I feel like I did that.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, you can
very
hold your
happy
head proud
experience.
today.
Yeah.
Exactly. Thank you.
I like how we all won a game too.
Yeah, that
Yeah.
was nice.
That's
That did feel good. Is there anyone you want to call out
Ooh.
that needs to be?
Call out people.
I mean, like Alice was quite flaky.
Yeah. I mean, I was surprised when she was like, I'm doing a thing. I was like, don't you have uni? And she was like, oh, I do have uni.
That's fucked.
So, Alice can come on the other 2 days she doesn't have uni, whatever those are.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Other people from work. I don't know.
I want to see some HR people. That'd be hilarious.
Get
Or
what?
I
like
feel like
the-
that'd be harder to do.
Definitely
Yeah.
harder to get for sure.
Or even just like Plaza EAEMs. You can
Yeah.
ask about like any crazy shit which has happened.
Oh yeah, true. That'd be kind of funny.
That'd be
But that's the thing. Maybe there is a stepping stone way to get to HR because
Yeah.
it's like you boys have paved the way
Exactly.
to probably Alice being honest.
We can
Yeah,
unlock the
yeah.
other Mariner people.
But you know, like at some point, maybe once enough people, you know,
Yeah.
that are
Yeah.
just chilling at work. Yeah, maybe HR will clue in.
They'll
Be
be
like, damn.
we should get on this.
Yeah,
That'd be
exactly.
Maybe
then
you get a sponsor, get a Mariner sponsor on the
Yeah.
podcast.
My goal,
Mariner
Kaylee
just
Mariner.
sponsors.
Yeah.
I don't actually know who she is, but
Neither.
She's a
she
myth at
runs
this
a great
point.
place. You know, it's
Yeah,
cool.
yeah.
It's a cool idea to be like, you know, big business, and then be like, but I want to support all these theaters.
Yeah, it is cool.
That's a cool thing.
Not as cool as I charge like $8 for Maltesers, but
Yeah, I mean,
Oh, dude, that's
so here's the way I like. This is the way I justify it for myself because obviously it's like overpriced.
Yeah.
Then it's like maybe what it is actually just a donation to the theater, and you're getting a perk. Like it's like
oh,
give an
so you
$8
think about it.
donation,
Yeah.
we'll give you this like we'll give you a Maltesers.
But we're
As
only
a perk.
donating to like the rich people that own the business.
Yeah, exactly. It's like I feel like if I saw Jason Mariner's house
He's
after
not gonna be like,
donating to the
"Thanks
theater.
for buying those
Yeah,
Maltesers."
and this is where we could enter longer discussions about
Yeah.
class and
Yeah,
politics.
exactly.
Yeah, dude. Like, I mean, that's also if I got rich, I feel like I'd want to somehow, definitely give a lot of it in a
Yeah.
lot of ways.
Yeah, I'd be
I
like,
mean, crazy thing, like, so obviously, J.K. Rowling's a bit controversial as a figure,
yeah.
but she was the fastest billionaire because of Harry Potter.
Mm.
And she also just like once she got $1 billion, just gave a fuck ton of it away to lots of different charities.
Yeah, no, I mean, yeah.
People are complicated as hell.
Exactly.
I think that's pretty cool. I'd probably do a similar vibe.
Yeah.
But I don't want to say that exactly because what if I get rich one day and then
Yeah.
I'm like, I know I said
You
that,
gotta
but
give
fuck
up.
on
Yeah,
it.
yeah.
I really want this Ferrari.
I mean, the thing
Exactly.
is that you have to, like, I guess, like, you kind of earn it. You get the right to live comfortably,
Yeah,
but I guess to what extent is to how
Yeah,
everyone gets
true.
to decide.
and what is the right way to earn it?
Yeah,
Good questions for another time, boys.
exactly. But hey, that's for next time.
That's
Yeah.
the next time, exactly.
Awesome, boys.
Thank you for having us on
Thanks
the
for
pod.
having us. It was great
Thanks for
fun.
being on. It was
Great.
fantastic. Really appreciate it. As they say, chess.
Chess.
Chess,
Chess
dude,
2.
just chess.
Chess 3.
Chess 3.
Chess
wow.
3, dude. This is the
Return
final
of the
evolution.
episode 8.
Yeah.
Chess 3.
Chess 3. I'm excited.
Chess
Okay, look
cube.
out.
All right. Thanks, boys. See you later.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. Do the freeze frame, like.